Hi, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Satya from Unboxing AWS. In today's video, we are going to see how to launch a Windows EC2 instance. So, what is an EC2 instance? In simple terms, an EC2 instance is a virtual computer or a server. Similar to a PC or a desktop, an EC2 instance also has RAM, different configurations of CPU, storage, memory, security settings, and networking capacities. Basically, an EC2 instance is used for deploying your application, code, hosting a website, and storing a data and maintaining it as a database. In today's video, we are going to follow these steps, and before we get into the main topic, I want to ask you one thing. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel and if you're really interested to learn AWS in a very simple way, please watch my video fully, and if you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming AWS videos. Now let's get started. Search for AWS Management Console in Google. Click the first link. You will be requiring a free tier account in order to use AWS services. So if you don't have a free tier account, please create a one with your Gmail ID and you will be able to use the AWS services for 1 year. The cost is just ₹1. Let me sign in. Sign in with your registered email ID. So this is the AWS Management Console homepage. You can find the EC2 under Compute, or also you can search for EC2 and press enter. This is the EC2 dashboard. Here you can find the information about the different instances in different states. Click on instances. Click on launch instance. Choose an Amazon machine image. An AMI is predefined template which consists of operating systems, servers, and other application for our EC2 instance. Basically, in this step, we are going to choose which operating system we want for our EC2 instance. So there are a lot of AMIs available in AWS. You can choose based on your requirements or need for your project. We can see that there is Amazon Linux AMI which has Linux operating system, Red Hat, SUSE, Ubuntu, and if you scroll down, there are a lot of Microsoft Windows operating systems. Some has the SQL servers installed in it. If you go down, there is template which has pre-installed softwares like .NET, PowerShell, MateDB, and also we have templates which contain just containers pre-installed. So it's all completely your choice to choose based on your requirement. So always choose the ones which has this free tier eligible tag. They are completely free. The ones which don't have this tag is a paid one. For this video, we are going to choose the basic Microsoft Windows Server 2016 base AMI. Let's select. In this step, we are going to choose an instance type based on the purpose of our EC2 instance or the type of application or a website which we are going to deploy in it. So basically there are total 5 types. Each of the instance type has their own specifications or the configurations. We will be seeing each one of them now. The first type is the general purpose instance. This can be used for application that requires a balanced performance with less processing and moderate cost. It can be used as a backend server for an enterprise application or an email response system. So these are the specifications of it. The vCPUs means the number of cores of CPU, memory is the RAM, storage capacity and network performance. We have a lot of options to choose. Next is the compute instances. So these can be used for application that requires a lot of processing from the CPU. Suppose you are deploying a website or application which has streaming data like YouTube or Facebook, where you will be uploading or streaming videos each and every minute. You can use it. So these are specifically designed for these purposes. Next is a GPU instances. GPU means graphic processing units. Suppose if your application requires a heavy graphics, 3D rendering or 3D modeling, animation, motion, you can use these instances. If you are a graphic designer or a animator or a game developer, and if you are going to deploy a game with a huge graphics, 3D modeling, animation, you can use this instance. Next is some memory instances. This can be used for application that need to be performing multitasking. So these application needs a lot of RAM for it doing multitasking. So these memory instances are specifically focused on the memory, that is the RAM. Next is the storage instances. If your application is very large, where you will be collecting and storing a huge amount of data which requires a lot of space, you can use these instances, because basically these have a lot of storage capacities. So you can use your EC2 instance as a data warehouse. By default, AWS provides only this general purpose T2 micro for free tier eligible, which has 1 core of CPU, 1 GB of RAM, EBS storage with low to moderate network performances. So let's select it. Configure instance details. So number of instances to launch is 1. And if you want to launch more than one instance, we'll be seeing it in auto scaling topic in upcoming videos. The remaining are all related to the networking, like which VPC you want to launch your EC2 instance. A VPC means a virtual private cloud, which again we will be covering it in upcoming videos. So as of now, leave everything in this page to default values and click next. In this step, we are going to add storage for our EC2 instance. For free tier account, we are eligible up to 30 GB of EBS storage. By default, there is a root storage of 30 GB. You can either increase it or decrease it. The volume type is general purpose SSD. There are total 3 types, each differ based on number of input-output operations done per second. If you want, you can add new volume to it. And as said earlier, we are eligible only for 30 GB of EBS storage. So if you use more than 30 GB, ultimately you have to pay for it. So let's delete the extra storage and move to next. Tags are just for a reference purpose. You can give any name related for what you're going to create this EC2 instance. So if you have a lot of EC2 instance running, by seeing the tag you can find out for what you have created this EC2 instance. In this step, we will be creating a security group with a set of firewall rules that control the amount of traffic reaching our Windows EC2 instance and the application deployed in it. By doing so, we allow only specific traffic to access our EC2 instance. You can either create a new security group or choose an existing security group. Give any name to it. We can see that by default there is a rule for RDP, that is remote desktop protocol, by only which we can access our Windows EC2 instance. Leave the values to 0 so that it can be accessed through any IP addresses. If you are planning to deploy a website or set up a web server in this EC2 instance, please add rules for HTTP and HTTPS ports, because without these ports none of the websites can be accessed. So these are very important. Let's review on launch. In this step you can review everything whatever you have done till now. Click on launch. So you need to create a key pair in order to log into your Windows EC2 instance securely. Give any name. Download the key pair. Click on launch instances. Our instance is now launching. Scroll down, click on view instances. So the instance state is pending. This is the tag which you are given. This is the instance ID. This is the type of instance we have chosen. And the availability zone is the zone where we have launched our EC2 instance. We'll be seeing it in later videos. So keep refreshing till you see running under instance state. So there will be some status checks done. So there are total 2 status checks, system check and instance check. Basically what these checks monitor are that whether the system is functioning properly for the EC2 instance, the software installation and network configurations are done perfectly for the Windows EC2 instance to work. So keep refreshing till you see 2x2 checks completed. So till then let's see other tabs. So this is the tag which we have given while creating EC2 instance. In description we can find the public IP address, the private IP address. We can also see the security group which we have created and its informations, and there are some informations related to the networkings. So once the 2x2 checks are completed, we will be using this public IP address to log into our EC2 instance. So keep refreshing till the 2x2 status checks comes. So now the status checks are completed. We can see that the system's check and instance checks are completed. So we can use this public IP address to log into our EC2 instance. Select the EC2 instance and click on connect. Click get password. Browse for the key pair which you have downloaded just a while before. Click on decrypt password. So copy this password and keep it handy. You will be requiring it while logging into the EC2 instance. So now search for remote desktop protocol. Copy the public IP address and paste it over there. Click on connect. The username is administrator. paste the password which you have just copied. Click on yes. So we are logging into a Windows EC2 instance. This takes some time, so please be patient. There are some setups going on to make your EC2 instance ready. So now the personalized setups are being done. Now you can also use your internet connection of your PC or laptop for this EC2 instance also. So for that, click on yes. So this is it, our EC2 instance is ready. These are the information: public IP address, private IP address, availability zone, 1 GB of RAM or instance type, everything is ready. So let's check the storage and operating system of this EC2. We have got the 30 GB storage which you have chosen while creating the EC2. This is the maximum limit for free tier account. Also there is Windows 2016, which is the AMI which you have chosen in the very first step. So let's do transferring of files. So let me transfer some files from my laptop to this EC2. Copy and paste. So that's it, the contents are pasted. So as said earlier, you can use this Windows EC2 instance for deploying your application, website hosting. You can store data in this EC2 instance and maintain it as a database. So this is just another Windows system, so you can use it for your purpose, for what you want. Let's check the internet connection. So the internet is working fine. You can also download Chrome browser, whatever you want. So this is just another Windows computer, so you can do whatever you want. So even if you want, you can go into your AWS management console, log into it, and you can even create another EC2 instance from here also. So that is it for this video. So once you are done practicing, please select the EC2 and go to instance state and terminate this EC2. Don't keep it running because you will be charged. So terminate it once you are done practicing. So soon the instance state will be coming as terminated. So click on refresh till it shows terminated. So that's it guys, that's it for this video. I hope now you understand how to launch a Windows EC2 instance. So thank you once again guys. So thanks for watching my video. Please like my video, share my video, and if you're really interested to learn AWS in a simple way, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.